So it looks like they're two entirely separate situations, so I think I want to go forward. And there's a treasure it says I haven't claimed in the corner. That must be upstairs, right? Or is there like another treasure in this box? I need to get better about checking those treasures, because like that's something I totally missed out a lot of times. Or like now that I kind of know how it works, like I just want to start playing this game over like for the 6th time almost. Okay, I see. So I'm supposed to come back here and unlock that. But just because like I constantly learn new stuff, it's like, well, man, if only I had, you know, kept that beer stein and put those 3 cat's eyes that I found anyway into it. Stuff like that. Can I reload you? Or I just have all these questions I would love to ask someone who actually has more experience with the game.
You all right?
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Ashley, wait! Ashley!
What's going on?
That seemed very convenient. Like, okay, really?
Don't worry, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
I don't know if that was meant to be like a stretch, or like she knew it was gonna happen, or it was just like, we just need to write in a way for them to get her away from you.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off.
Oh, yay.
Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter in another life.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure all his lines that are, like, Leon's lines, they're just, I don't know, stupid, aren't intentional, like, completely intentional. Like, what was that last line? Like, come on. And I think that's part of the fun. I think this kind of, like, weird pseudo-action hero thing, I think that's supposed to be the point of Resident Evil. Where it's half like, oh, you do all these cool things and have dumb lines, but then it's also half, you know, stupid. What was it? Something definitely like fell and then was sprinting there. I don't like how low poly that is. Go, go, go. By far, the worst sewer level is the Silent Hill, which is something I want to talk about. I played the Silent Hill movie. I watched it recently. It's on Netflix, and it was surprisingly good. I actually really liked it. I don't like all these holes. So this is a trap, right? Come at me. What's that? Oh, the suspense. And I've said this before, these headphones, they are so good at like isolating sound. So even though, yeah, I'm playing like noon on a Saturday, it still gets me. Oh god, it's invisible. God, that was cool. Yeah, TMP's probably good here. Okay then. Green eye. That was cool. That's I had that exact same encounter the first time I played Fear, where it's like, what is that? That almost looks like an invisible enemy. Oh god, it is. It's coming at me. So now I know what we're working with. So I bet there was something in that tunnel. It was invisible. But I guess that's so confusing. What is that? Is it supposed to be like a mutated enemy, like the L? So what I'm thinking is going out here is like there's like the virus of Resident Evil 2. There's 2 enemies there. Oh, they're coming. They're jumping at me. There's a virus of Resident Evil 2, and that mutates things, but then there's probably something that got mutated, like those bugs. And then controlling people with the bugs is its own separate thing as well. That is what I think is happening. Oh, dang. I was like, man, he died fast. So I guess I also get the laser dot. If they're there, which is kind of nice. There we go. I wonder if you could just drop like a grenade in there and that would deal with them. I think I'm safe. Okay, should be good. I keep expecting like a jump scare on those things. So what is green eyes I'm getting? Are they just treasure? Maybe it must be just treasure. Let me examine. Green eye. The markings on the side of the stone indicate that it was once set in something. Okay, so it is. I thought it was like literally their eye or something and it was valuable. I guess it does require you to kill them, so. Right now I'm under that assumption. Is there one there, or is that just... Nope, that's there. Come on. There we go. You could just see, like, its tongue thing. I don't know what you call it, I have to look at them, and they dissolve. So far, this invisibility isn't too bad. They seem to be really good at hiding. But once you get, like, a first roll... Oh god, he was on the ceiling. Once you get that first roll, initial, like, round off, it doesn't seem to be too bad. Maybe they were human at one point. They got, like, rib cages and they're bipedal. Maybe? But I'm pretty sure they're just, like, mutated bugs, and that's what it's getting at. I think that's what it's getting at. Green eye, green eye. Are those gonna, like, go into the statue back by the merchant? God. I went to run, thank you very much. I was gonna say, I am trying to look up, it's just... Come on. Did it push me through? Was it meant to be able to do that? It was really one shot from dying the whole time. Okay, I'm low on ammo. Oh, I'm getting low on ammo on this. Let me use a first aid, probably. Okay, shotgun's probably the best choice here. Blue eye. Clearly, the answer here is it's going to blue eyes, white dragon. Okay, I could have gone here at any point. Good to know. But anyway, like, I do mean to look up to see if they're on the ceiling, but I don't have nearly as good control at doing that. So that's not always a choice I am making. Butterfly lamp. I feel like that's a thing, like a butterfly lamp. Like, not just that it's a lamp with butterflies on it. I feel like that's a thing that exists. Oh, drain the water, yes. Definitely drain the water. Is there any horror game where, like, water is good? Like, you never flood something to kill the enemies. It's always blocking you, or the enemies are hiding in it. It's never good. So let me check my map. What's down here that I might need? So that was a treasure. So I think, yeah, I just need to keep going around. And then eventually deposits me back in that first room. Oh, at the top. And then I go around. That's what that's getting at. Okay. I already checked that. I guess he came out that pipe. There we go. Try to get a good look. I think they're meant to be like cockroaches. Really? I meant to hit... There we go. That works. There we go, got that reaction time. It's just really hard in the moment to tell if they're coming at you on the ceiling or on the floor and they're invisible, or if they're like just not around. Red eye. It's just weird how many of these I'm getting too. Or it could be weird if they are required. That just seems like a weird choice. Like, it would suck to have to come back. Too rusted, it won't budge. It'd suck to have to come back just to kill enemies. There's something I might be seeing in there? Okay. Nope, nope. Come at me. I feel like at some point they're gonna gain the ability to like shoot something out of its thorax at me. There we go. What sucks though is these guys are eating like a lot of ammo for what they are. So I better get paid for all these kills, essentially. Okay, this is back in that first room. God damn. Damn it, I was hoping I could like swing at it when it tried to come for me. It's like there, it sounds like it's jumping somewhere and I'm not always clear where. So there, yeah, they can shoot like this acid out. That's the thing that they can do apparently. God, such an annoying enemy, but... So, way back to what I was talking about is Silent Hill has a terrible, terrible desert level. Like, terrible as in super spooky scary. But, yeah, I haven't played that in years. I think I'd love to come back around to that. Can I get into this some way? I guess I'm just supposed to... Oh. I just wasn't there. Okay. What is that? What is this? Lisa's memo. With a bunch of bugs. Are they supposed to be like frogs? There are some parasites that have the ability to control their hosts. It's basic knowledge among biologists that not much is known about the parasites and how they do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal some clues to as how the powers of the Los Plagas work, and perhaps provide some more insight on the victims of Los Plagas, the Los Granados. Here's a list of some of the parasites that have the ability to manipulate the behavioral patterns of their hosts. Dicrocolium. Once the larva of this parasite migrates to the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening, the infected ant climbs to the top of a plant and clamps onto a leaf using a mandible. It stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by a browsing herbivore such as a sheep. One could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host's behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Galactosomum. The larva of this parasite makes its home inside the brains of a fish such as the yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish make their way up the water's surface where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this peculiar behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get into the bodies of the seabirds. Leucochloridium? Leucochloridium? Something. This parasite's sporocysts develop in the snail's tentacles. The sporocysts are vivid in color and pulsate continually, somewhat like a worm. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of a plant where it's more visible to the eyes of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. Interesting. Those are actually things I kind of knew about. I don't know why it's so hard to read sometimes when I'm doing this stuff. I think part of it is just like getting the feedback from the game. Just in case. Should use that herb. What's up, dude? Jump scare? He was alive till just recently. Judging by the wound, it was a quick death. So I guess he died by the ant. Not the ants. The insects being let in. But yeah, I believe a lot of that stuff is what The Last of Us is based off of, I think. So how are we doing on ammo and all that? I think I still want to use shotgun. Yep, and then pistol, and then I mix this. Cool. That's good enough. Can I just drop down? Yeah. Or is there a bug down here? I should check that first. I think this is gonna be annoying because in theory, I really should be checking like every single ceiling and every single floor every time I enter an area. There was one in here. I can get out. You should, I assume, hop on the ceiling. Yeah. That surprisingly doesn't do a lot of damage, or maybe I just was really quick on it. Come on. Yeah, eat it. So yeah, this is actually a pretty frustrating part. It's not particularly hard, but it's just like, there's so many moments that it's kind of like, gotcha. Like, I knew it's there. I think it just came in that tube in the ceiling, and that's what bugs me, is like, they can just kind of show up wherever they want. So that is a thing. Oh yeah. It's like, I thought one was gonna be there, but like, oh no, surprise, there's in the room for you, and I'm pretty sure that stuff's not something I can just see. I'm gonna go for it. Give me. Like, I'm pretty sure I couldn't have seen that ahead of time. What is this? Oh, of course. Is there anywhere in the world, like, something like this legitimately exists? Like some, I don't know, tomb or castle, where this was non-ironically built? Like, even, like, who came up with this idea? You know, like, it's really cinematic. Oh, I also kind of really want a death. Like, I just want to see how that kills you. Like, even, how does it even start? Or, like, why would you build that? Because, like, someone could still get through it. It just seems, it's purely to be, like, a dangerous obstacle course. Like, what? Like, if you want to make a deadly trap, you could just do it some other way. Right? Unless you somehow devise, like, a secret to get through there, and that's how you kept it like that? I don't really know. Wait, was there a ladder there the entire time? Did I just miss that? Yeah, because that's the treasure. Hold up. Oh, I'm really curious. Yeah. I thought the merchant might just be there. Okay, can I... Is that jump down or jump across? Or more specifically... See, they all have, like, stones, so I'm thinking it's an optional encounter. And if you kill them... Oh! Damn it! Did I wait too long, or did they see me draw a weapon? I was so gonna just drop a grenade right there. Sorry, dude. Okay. So I should probably get this to something useful. Let's go handgun for this section. So, I'm really curious, like, if I very quickly had a grenade ready, could I have just, like, popped it down and then done that damage? Did he just die? Oh no, he just stopped because he saw me. God, that run, that takes me back to shitty games. Where they like, stare at you while they run. So here, I'm gonna try really hard not to kill the merchant, because I know that's a thing I can do now. Come on. Come on. Get to the side. I assume I can't open that door, otherwise he would be able to too, as well. And I'm hoping he doesn't kill the merchant. Like, I don't think he's gonna attack him, obviously. But for all I know, if he flailed around, or like, say if he was exploding enemy, I feel like he might theoretically be able to. So you'll sell me guns, but how about you just take some money to open the door?